Triple H has entered the studio.
What's up, guys?
And what I was trying to say before the music kicked in, it was really funny because Master Poe was telling you where to sit.
Right.
And I'm like, no one tells Triple H where to sit.
You know what's funny about this whole place is you walk in here, right? It's like this beautiful building, old school, beautiful building. You walk in here, you get up, the hallway's real nice. You walk in the door, it's like walking into a Hell's Angels, militant group up front. But you walk in, the guy's like, hey, how you doing? Hey, you want some hot chocolate? We got a great hot chocolate machine. The mini marshmallows, cookies, anything like that. Can I get you something? You know?
That's what you get.
Yeah.
You know, I think Master Poe is finally starstruck.
Really?
Yeah, I do believe he was starstruck by Triple H, definitely.
Yeah. He's our security guy, and he's, I don't know, quadruple black belt.
But you guys need security. Like, was the FCC going to come up here? And
Well, not the FCC.
We really don't know
I
why.
know you guys don't have that anymore,
Yeah,
but they
now we
might
don't
want to
have to
come
worry
up here and
about it.
just fight you guys now or something.
We signed with XM Satellite Radio. I'm sure you know what happened to us with the sex at St. Pat's and all that. And they're not really telling us why there's a lot of security around here.
Yeah.
We don't know. We don't know
they
what
got
kind
a
of
few threats.
They might have gotten some threats in Washington or something because we have bulletproof glass. We have this Master Poe guy that's in this. He's pretty much a killer.
You guys got one of those
assassin.
panic rooms. You push the button, this opens up. You guys hide in the back.
Yeah, we run in and hide in our armored room like a couple of faggots.
So we don't know why, but there's a lot of security, yes.
Be good radio. You guys squealing with gunshots going off.
Yeah, screaming like women.
Hey, I got to tell you what, though. I mean, I was so excited to hear that you guys were back doing this, man, because I missed you guys. You guys were awesome. You know?
Sitting out 2 years sucked.
Yeah,
It
I'm
was
sure
really
it did.
rough,
And
man.
It's great for you guys to be back doing what you do because you guys are awesome at it.
Before we
Thank you,
start,
Hunter.
though, I go to commercial and I run to go take a leak, and I see Triple H. I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" And I give him a handshake real fast. Dude, you gave me the wettest handshake. Is that urine or water?
No, yeah, I just been in the bathroom. You guys don't have any paper towels in there or toilet paper or anything. No, I had the water in my hand. So
I was like, it's cool to shake Triple H's hand, but what was on it?
Yeah, I'm sorry. It was just clammy. I was nervous.
No, it
guys.
wasn't even. No, it wasn't clammy. You don't get nervous.
Do that all the time at parties or something. If you walk around with the drink in your right hand,
Yeah.
and then you go, "Oh yeah, meet this guy." You give him the cold, icy, wet hand.
Well, now I'm embarrassed that I did that because that's one of my pet peeves. You know, we do these book signings and all this stuff, and you meet all these people, and you understand people are excited or they're nervous, but they come up, "Hey, how you doing?" And they just
The wet rag.
Yeah, dude, I don't know where that hand's been, but it's
Speaking
really
of the
nasty.
book,
This bevy of bacteria on it. You know?
Yeah.
Well, I got we don't shake hands anymore because I got the flu really bad. We go for the fist.
Oh, that's great.
We go for the fist.
It's the fist now.
So you've given me the flu now.
Well, no, I'm
No, you don't have it now, do you?
No.
He had gotten
I
it.
had
a
it for
while
like
back.
a month and a half because we were doing a promotional tour and our fans were coming up to us with the clammy hands.
Right.
So
Guy all red with fever and it's sweating and shaking your hand and coughing into it and then shaking it.
You're watching him, 3 people back in the line digging at his balls and
Yeah.
scratching and stuff, and then like, "Hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you."
I've seen guys just wipe their nose just before they give
Yeah.
you their
Yeah.
hand. I'm like, dude, come on, help
Or
us
they're
out a little bit.
Sneezing or coughing.
Yeah,
nice
put
to
the
meet
hand
you.
out.
Yeah.
God damn. And in the bathroom is the best, too. When you're sitting there, or you're standing there taking a leak, and guy was just pissing next to you and reaches over, "Hey, dude, love the show," or "Nice to meet you."
Yeah.
You just had his dick in his hand.
Yeah.
A second ago. It's a hand job by proxy. The guy's...
And even if he didn't have his dick in his hand, does he really want your hand that just had your dick?
Apparently
in your
he
hand? You know what I
does.
mean? Like that's.
Yeah.
I've never understood that.
Still got, like, cock warmth on his hand, slapping it into your palm.
Yeah. Hey, sorry about the pube there, buddy.
Yeah, take that with you.
Yeah, you can keep it. Go ahead, sell it on eBay or something.
We noticed in your book there's a lot of pictures.
Yeah.
Less reading, more pictures.
Yeah, that's, I try to help people out.
Yeah, making it easy.
You know what's funny is I did a book signing the other day, and I was at this Borders bookstore, and the lady, it's like very librarian-type, snobby bookstore lady, and she goes, "I think it's great that you've written this book. I'm sure a lot of your fans probably have never picked up a book, and this might help to expand
Wow.
literature." And I'm looking at her like, that is like the most pompous thing I've ever
Yeah.
heard anybody say, like, I'm sure they've never picked up a book,
It's a nice stereotypical view.
I hope you put these near the comic book so people can see them. Could you be more condescending?
The pictures are really good if you're sitting on the crapper. It's great to just thumb through.
Just them flip through there,
It's
Well, it's
Why didn't you start out with a pop-up book, you idiot, is pretty much what she's saying.
It's supposed to be a motivational book for training, and well, I mean, it talks about my career, but it's training stuff, and you kind of got to show the exercises and all that. So it's got a lot of photos in it. And
Is there any chance of anybody attaining that type of physique?
Dude, I mean,
it's we have to think that at some point it's a lot of DNA. It's a lot having to do with
you know
DNA.
what though? I mean, when I started, I was 14 years old. I just did another show earlier today, the WB Morning Show, and when I was there were these 14-year-old kids there, and I was thinking, God, that was me. You know,
really? Were you skinny or?
Yeah, I was like 6'1" at 14. I weighed about 145 pounds.
Wow.
You know, and I walked in the gym. I'm sure that everybody in the gym looked at me and went, "Get out of here!" You know,
yeah.
What are you going to do? Mop the floor with you? You know, but I hung out. I just wasn't going to go away. You know what I mean? I hung out, and those guys ended up. I was kind of like the gym mascot. I think. You know, they just took me under their wing and pointed me in the right direction. That's kind of why I wrote the book. Really, I think I just want to. You know, there's some kid out there that's thinking about going to the gym and wants to get in shape, but he doesn't know how to do it and doesn't have anybody telling him. Maybe he picks that up and gets him going in the right direction. You know.
Getting sand kicked in his face at the beach.
Yeah.
That old gag.
Yeah. Or, you know.
Could bulk up and kick some ass.
Yeah, although nowadays at 14, too, he's probably hot because he can't get laid or something, you know. so he just wants to get some action and thinks like, God, I better get in the gym, you know.
Jim, you were going to read his book, right?
Yeah, I could certainly use it. Just something to take away the extra 30 pounds in my stomach.
Jim, you might want to read it twice.
Oh, I just got slammed by Big John Studd. That really hurt.
Big John Studd.
Good callback.
That is a good callback. So you got married. We didn't even know.
Yeah, 1 year ago.
Man, we've been out of it for a while.
We're so self-centered. When our lives are on hold, everything is on hold.
You guys just like holed up in your houses and didn't come out.
That was
for 2
pretty
years,
much
right?
it.
Yeah.
Just 2 years of doing nothing.
He's going out with Stephanie, and people are like, no, you ass. You married her a year ago.
Yeah, we got married October 25th last year.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Things going well?
It's going great, yeah.
Yeah,
it's going real good.
And you get the perks because it's the boss's daughter.
You know what? Everybody thinks I get the perks. I actually get it worse.
Really?
Well, you know, it's just like Vince certainly in business doesn't want to look like he's playing favorites.
Yeah.
So, you know, now an idea that I would have given him that he would have gone, that sounds great. Now he goes, sounds all right, but you know what? I don't want people to think I'm doing it just because it was your idea.
Yeah.
And you pitched it in front of everybody, so let's do something else. You know,
Listen up, sonny boy.
Yeah. Plus, now it's like a family thing, and trust me, he takes stuff out on the people he's closest to, you know. So.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's gotta be
I've got
rough.
no complaints. He's a great guy. And
How are the holidays? You sit there with the McMahons and
How weird is that?
You know, at first
I just picture the table getting turned over and the turkey being thrown at each other.
Yeah, because I mean, you've been involved with Vince for a really long time, but now you're sitting at his table during Thanksgiving or Christmas or what have you.
It's really cool. I get along with them great now. I mean, really now I consider them my family as much as my own family, you know. And I think Steph feels that way with mine. But at first, I would love to have video of the first time I went over their house for dinner with Steph. You know. It's like this 6'4", 270-pound guy that looks like Leave It to Beaver sitting at the table like, yes, sir, Mr. McMahon. You know, not saying a word. And I think Vince was as nervous as I was. You know, it was just like a really awkward situation.
That
they just
is
kept laughing at each other.
man.
You know, yeah, it was just really weird.
Because in the ring, there have been times where you're right in his face and pushing him and throwing him down.
It was probably his worst nightmare to begin with until he got to know you, that his daughter was going to bring home a wrestler.
You know,
if you think about it,
it's
right?
funny. A lot of people have said that to him, but he's. And I think a lot of people within our business, I've had other wrestlers say, like, God, I would never let my.
Well, what if she brought home George the Animal Steel?
Yeah, I mean, that would probably have been a little bit different. Yeah. Especially because of the age. And,
exactly.
It's got a colostomy bag. That would have been good either. But you know, at first I think everybody thought that, but Vince is so like, he loves the business so much, and he thinks that everything is so cool about it. I think as long as it was the right guy, he wouldn't have cared what the guy did, you know, as long as it was the right guy. And luckily, he and I, before I even ever met Steph, he and I had a really good working relationship and a lot of respect for each other. In that sense, we got along really good. So, you know, it didn't really make a big difference as far as that goes. It was just awkward for a little bit of time there, you know. Like I said, that first dinner, if you'd have had a camera on it, I think you could probably sell that for some good money because it was really awkward.
No matter how much you know each other in business, it's a brand new situation. It's got to be a little awkward. Ooh.
Yeah, but now it's.
What are you going to get him for Christmas?
You know, he's like the ultimate guy that has everything but uses nothing. He is the simplest guy. Yeah, like, you know, I mean, he just doesn't use anything. He is not technologically advanced. Like, I mean, unless his electric shaver breaks, there's absolutely nothing to get him. You know. So it's, I mean, I don't know. It's like, you know, I get him wrist straps for the gym or something like that.
Yeah.
Like the only thing that's the only things he does is
He's still a workout animal, that guy.
wrestling and goes to the gym. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, he's going to be 60 years old this year.
I got to
Yeah,
tell
he's
you,
still huge.
we can't fake it. I haven't watched wrestling in a while. I mean, and you know, Anthony and I were into it for
I know.
like hardcore. I don't know what happened.
When we fell off the air, like I said, yeah, we just kind of fell out of
Well,
everything.
I know you guys couldn't pay your cable bill.
Yeah.
And then, you know.
Well, they were still paying us, thank God, but
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
So,
I know.
So what is going on in wrestling? Like, give us like a quick update.
Well, you know, a lot of people talk about our business now. It's a little bit down right now.
Is
we
it?
lo- you know,
It's
we lost-
always gone through phases.
Yeah, and it's
throughout
not
its history too.
It's not really down a lot, a
Mm-hmm.
little bit, but I mean, we lost a lot of guys for a lot of different reasons. You know, Stone Cold got hurt; he can't wrestle anymore. Rock went to go to Hollywood. Mick Foley was injured and
Mm-hmm.
decided to write books. I mean, we lost a lot of guys all in one
Brock
brief
Lesnar
period
trying to
of
do the
time.
NFL thing.
Yeah, with the dumbest move in the world.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
were talking about that. He
Oh,
won
my
a Bonehead of the Bonehead of the Year award.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I guess on one hand, I can't blame him if he hated traveling that much and he didn't enjoy it. Then I guess he should get out. You know, and that was the biggest thing. I think he's just hated being on the road. You know, and he wanted to. I don't know why he thought playing football. I guess because he was just going to play for his hometown team. I guess is what he thought or something.
I'm not going to any away games, guys.
Yeah, I'm just going to play
stay
the home
home.
games. That's it. But yeah, so he decided to leave, and this is the craziest thing. But you know, as of right now, that's I think he's made calls to come back, but I don't think they're
Wow.
too interested in him right now. You know, it's a hard thing to all these guys sacrifice and do a lot of things to put you in a position you're in, and the company does, and then to just walk away from it without giving anything back. It's
It's a little
that's bullshit.
loyalty issue there, and then when
Yeah.
you try to come back because other things failed, you're going to have a little bit of
Vince-
a problem.
yeah.
Vince
Vince seems
seems
to
like
be
the
a-
kind of guy
yeah,
that
definitely.
loyalty is pretty high up on his list.
It is, and you know what? I mean, eventually Vince will. I mean, he's had guys screw him over way worse than that, and
Oh,
eventually it comes around, and eventually he probably will.
It's because he's a good businessman. And he understands if
Exactly.
it works out and money wise, it's a
Yeah.
good deal. He's gonna.
It's just the unfortunate thing for Brock is he hadn't been around long enough to make himself a big enough name
Mm-hmm.
that right now, if he came back, it would make a big deal. It really wouldn't.
Right.
You know, so there's not that much incentive for Vince to go, you know what? I know you screwed me over, but come on back in.
Yeah.
You know? So we'll see what happens. But
So what's your
Well,
story these days?
yeah, with me, I just got stripped of the world title, and you know what? And I've been champ 9 times now.
9
9 times. So we're going to have an elimination chamber match, which is me against Chris Benoit, Jericho, Batista, Randy Orton, and Edge. And that's in Puerto Rico, January 9th.
Nice.
Fir-
What's
first
the chamber
pay-per-view
match entail?
It's this gigantic metal structure that is absolutely brutal. We had one, I think, either a year and a half or 2 years ago. I wrestled in it, and Rob Van Dam actually landed on my throat, and I spent almost like 36 hours in the hospital because my trachea started to close down. They wouldn't let me leave. They said I was going to, if I went to sleep, I might die, you know, and the whole thing. I mean, it was brutal. It's not non-forgiving metal structure and stuff like that, so it's pretty violent. Yeah. So I'm
You
looking forward to
guys-
that.
Now,
you know?
was that worse than the other injury you had? The whole
No,
the
no.
thigh muscle.
No, the
You
leg-
Have you heard
Yeah,
about this?
yeah,
Wow, I
yeah.
forgot about that one.
You want to explain again for the new listeners out there?
Man.
This
The
is
leg-
the sickest thing I've ever heard happen to somebody.
The leg thing was the worst. I was, well, it's actually not the sickest thing. Sid Vicious jumped off top rope one time and his leg broke in half, the bone. But
Oh,
this
I
was
remember
actually
seeing that one.
this was
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
probably worse from a physical standpoint. But I was in the ring wrestling a tag match with Austin and against Benoit and Jericho, live TV on Raw. I went to hit Jericho from behind, and when I did, I planted my leg, and my left quad completely ripped off the bone. Just rolled up my leg.
Yep.
And we had about 5 minutes left of the match, and I continued to wrestle with my quad ripped off.
When did it stop hurting?
When I had the surgery, no, when they gave me the good drugs. Yeah, it was brutal.
I remember
And
seeing that one.
I
Yeah.
flew